Sorry, the TV's so loud in the background. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Indiglojypsy. I'm Jenna. I'm happy to do this tarot reading for Aquarius placements. The messages may or may not resonate. I appreciate your presence and energy, and I hope you're all doing wonderful. All right, Aquarius, so you have some pre-messages here. As I was shuffling the deck, I'm probably going to keep them in your reading. I feel guided to do. So you have the Magician. You have the Sun reversed. You have the Nine of Swords. And you have the King of Wands. So what this really feels like to me is you guys determined to triumph over a situation that made you feel worthless, powerless, in grief, in pain, and suffering. You might have hidden this from many people. Like maybe you went through a tremendous amount of suffering and you did that, alone for the most part, but you didn't broadcast it. You didn't make it public. This is something that you just were determined to transcend and overcome with this Magician energy. This is you really being able to transmute this energy. It's like suffering, and it's like I will resonate with my power. I am powerful. Like I won't give away my privilege and my right to alchemize, to be happy. Okay. I will figure the situation out. And I feel like what you did was at a subconscious level here with the Sun reversed. So you had to transmute this feeling of terror or guilt or shame, anxiety for some of you, nightmares, chills, triggers of all sorts. It could have something to do with a child or something that could have happened in childhood for some of you. This is Leo energy, by the way. I forgot to tell you guys. I'm sorry. Then we have Mercury with Gemini and Virgo here. So any of those signs could be influencing your situation or in your chart. But this Nine of Swords is just like a tremendous amount of agony and suffering until you figured out you could change that. You had the power to change that, and not whoever contributed to you being in this energy in the first place. You were determined to get back into your power. Some of you could have been dealing with the King of Wands, a Sagittarius energy person, possibly could have manipulated you. Everything was cool and fine. Everything seemed cool and fine until it wasn't. Okay, until an incredible betrayal of some sort came about. But you did not just give away permanently like your power. You said, no, this is mine. I'll be taking it back. Okay. And that's what you're doing here with this King of Wands energy. You are embodying. DRX says Leo. Oh no, this is for Aquarius. Leo was yesterday. Leo was actually Friday and will be again on Monday. Okay. DRX. Consider starting your own business. But stop saying things like that too. That's part of why you keep experiencing that, is because you affirm, I can't land a job, despite having you typed that out. Like, I wish you could erase that. If there's a way, you should take that out of the comments and don't ever write like that again. I don't care if it seems fake to you, but write it backwards. Like, I'm overqualified and all these jobs want me. Why are all these jobs fighting over me? I don't know which one to pick. There you go, DRX. Thank you for doing that. And affirm it opposite, pretend, okay? And be like, damn, I don't know which job to pick. They all want me, because why wouldn't they? Like, I'm serious, be like that and watch what happens. So, thank you, DXR. Right now, Amalu, I'm doing a reading for Aquarius, and anyone involved with an Aquarius, or if the messages resonate, you're welcome here as well. Once I hit my goal of 1K subscribers, I'm going to do 2 lives for everybody to give everybody a chance to ask their questions. Okay. But thank you so much for being here. This King of Wands, Aquarius, is what you are embodying. Somebody who is owning their power, owning their authority, owning that fuck, you look good. You know, if I can be frank, you look good. You are intelligent. You are courageous. You are in control of your experience here on earth while you're alive. Okay. And that's what you're doing. You're taking your power and authority back. You've transmuted this pain, this suffering into a whole boss energy. So this is someone who starts making things happen. Okay. This is someone who affirms, like we were just talking about with DXR. This is someone who starts looking up information, like how do I stop suffering, or how do I get my power back? How do I get over someone? They really start to transmute the energy. You're so welcome, Amalu. They really start to figure out how to break this shit. Okay. I really am getting some sort of devastation over a child here. That's really what can really bring a person to their lowest point, is getting to them through their children. Okay. That is tremendous suffering and immense emotional pain. A lot of fear driven, but somebody decided I have a right to my divinity. I have a right to my joy. I have a right to be free, and I have a right to take this life and make it the way I want it to look, including the child as well, if the child is around. Okay. But this is someone who gets the education by asking these questions, and they start to understand things like alchemy, like quantum physics, like the law of attraction and things like that. And they start to journal. Okay. They start to understand that their thoughts have gotten them where they are. So they need a whole new set of thoughts, which is going to take programming, which is going to take repetition. Okay. So, they start to find out, they start to find sages and gurus and people and doctors that teach metaphysics and, like epigenetics and meditation and things like that, like rewiring your brain. Okay. Like they're getting into all of this information, and they're saying, okay, I'm back in the, I'm back in the cockpit. I'm flying the plane again. Okay. So they're taking the information that they're getting from the internet or wherever, from the library. They're also using their intuition to show the universe what it is they desire through repetition, through continuously thinking about it or visualizing it or looking at images that look like what they want to experience until it's pulled down into their physical reality. And turns into a boss, the leader of their life, someone who owns their own business, someone who makes a tremendous amount of money, someone who takes care of their body, someone who looks damn good. Can you imagine somebody like putting you at your lowest point, and you transmuting the fuck out of that energy and turn into an incredible powerhouse? That's what's happening for you here, Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. One more for Aquarius, please. I'm going to put this card back because I feel like it's my fault that it came in here, even though I'm an Aquarius moon. Well, I'll put it to the side. I'll do that because it still wanted to come out. But when I read that text message, I thought to myself, and then that card showed up. So it's like, I don't know if, so I apologize for that, you guys. The deck's like, no, that's what I meant. I meant for that card to be. Okay. Because I looked at that, that's what we're going to use. So, okay, we went through the first four, the Magician, the Sun, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Wands. Now we have the Moon. So a few signs got this energy, no surprise, because we're experiencing a full moon in Pisces. Oh, thank you, Coco T. I really appreciate this. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. I appreciate your presence very much, and I'm glad you're in resonance with these messages. This is fucking powerful. Okay? But the moon here is you using your intuition. Like, again, this has to do with the subconscious, Aquarius, you mad genius, you. You figured out something so simple, but what so many can't grasp. And it's what you focus on grows. And what you focus on repeatedly will become part of who you are and what you are experiencing. You started programming yourself like a whole boss. Some of y'all said, I'm a boss every day for 100 days or something like that. Or how did I become a boss? Like I was talking about with DXR. You stopped resonating with fear, sadness, anxiety, rage, anger, shame, guilt. You stopped resonating with that. Okay? Even though you felt like that's what got you to where you are now, was being at that low point of pain. That's what drove you to the powerhouse you stand here as today. Okay? But what you did, you are truly a magician, Aquarius, because you reprogrammed yourself at a subconscious level. Like you rewired your entire being. Okay, so whoever you were when you were in this no longer exists. This does not exist any longer. You are now this. You are now a king of wands. So you are running shit. Okay, like imagine trying to shit on somebody and they, oh my gosh, and they come back and they're in a position to hire you and you need a job. Like how humiliated would you be? Like how, oh my gosh. But anyway, the moon here is indicating to me that you used your subconscious, your intuition, and you programmed yourself with this solar energy. You were conscious of your thoughts, of the things you wrote, of the things you ate, of how you felt inside your body. And you literally like did a CIA experiment on your damn self. And what you transmuted into is an entire boss. Male, female, does not matter. You are still a king of wands. Somebody that bravely, authoritatively takes pride in what they do and their leadership abilities and their ability to create. You are truly a creator here with this king of wands energy. And that's what you did with these two luminaries. The sun and the moon are literally together right now, or they're not together. They're exactly opposite from each other. So the moon is getting the solar energy from the sun. And so that energy is extremely potent on us. It brings things to the light. It gives us healing energy. You guys could set some water outside tonight and let it sit in the moonlight all night long. You can write positive words of affirmation on the bottle, on the vessel. And then you can let it sit if you want, like at least overnight one night, and drink it and tell me you don't feel like incredible. It's called moon water. You may have heard of it. And I personally love doing it, especially writing positive words on the bottle or the vessel. Please experiment with that, Aquarius. But yeah, the moon here is you overcoming someone's deception. I don't think you knew about it for a long time. You had no idea that somebody would betray you to that degree. You had no idea that they were capable of that sort of atrocity. But what they did is really pull you into your greatest version. Now you did it. They just kind of led you to that lowest point that you had no other choice but to transmute. You did have a choice. You could have just crumbled over and laid there permanently, but you didn't do that. Like you knew that there was something better for you than that. You knew that you were greater than being stuck in bed, crying over somebody that devastated your life. You knew you could overcome that. And that's what the hell you did. And that is the truth. That is the truth. So you guys are here with mental clarity. Yeah, there's 10 swords here. They fucked you over. The story ain't over though. That's just the beginning of it. That's just the beginning. The end is so much sweeter. It's so much sweeter. It's better than revenge, right? We'll get to it. So the Ace of Swords is you having mental clarity, you having peace, you getting your mojo back. You still moving in silence though, Aquarius. Don't nobody know what you got going on. Nobody knows you've been an alchemist. Nobody knows you've been a magician. Nobody knows you've been conspiring with the universe to turn your life the way you want it to be after somebody damn near tried to unalive you through your children for a lot of you, or just did the unthinkable, even if there are no children involved. I mean, for many of you, there is a child involved in the situation, which is how they were able to attack you the way they did. But that is the truth. And you have mental clarity, and you also have the power of this thought, of this conscious thought, which means you get it all. You get everything. You get the career, you get the money, you get the vacations, you get the house, you get to teach other people how to do this. So you're creating value, which means even more money's coming in, and even more people are having their lives changed through your information, which is your function on this planet anyway. It's to share knowledge, it's to pour knowledge over the world. So you're living in your true purpose because of this experience, because you chose to rise above this experience. You could be they think you're in this energy. They think you're still in the hangman energy. This is Pisces energy. This is feeling stuck, tied up, trapped. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. They think you're still in this. Really, what you're doing is gaining perspective. You're really like this. So there's emergence between your heart and your head. They're in perfect flow. You are in the flow state, especially for those of you that have been meditating, doing any type of breath work, doing any type of visualization, doing any type of scripting or journaling, doing any type of physical activity to get that blood flowing. You are in flow state, which means you are a walking magnet, conscious magnet. They think you like this, or they think you're like this, stuck, still holding on to the past, still thinking about them fools. They really think that. That's how arrogant they're coming off. Like, oh, I drug Aquarius all the way down to hell and beyond. They ain't never getting out of that. If the wrong one was a person. So you gained enlightenment by changing your perspective. That was the biggest factor in this equation. You changed your perspective. You're hanging upside down. So your heart, the blood flowing from your heart is going to your head, and you're gaining enlightenment. Yeah, I'm up in a tree, but I have a purpose to be in this tree. You think I'm tied up, stuck. You think I'm still trapped I'm stuck in the trap that you set for me. The level of shock when you step out without making a massive announcement, you are the fucking announcement. Everybody doesn't get to fly private, Aquarius. And you may not be thinking in those terms. A lot of you are. A lot of you are thinking mega. Or a lot of you are paying yourself back for all the times you let shit slide. You're paying yourself every penny back and more. Some of y'all do like to live like royalty. That's why this Leo energy is in here, and this King of Wands. You do like to fly private. You do like caviar. You do like champagne. You do like luxury brands, not the shit with the logo all on the outside like this, but the silent sort of wealth. You like stuff like that. You like to have your clothes tailored. You like to help others with your wealth, with your knowledge wealth, and with your monetary wealth. You don't need to have a megaphone making the announcement because you don't feel poor. You already are wealthy, so it just is what it is. You don't need to make an announcement. That's what makes the shock factor this much more intense. This person feels like this tall. This tall. Like, I tried to bury Aquarius and I didn't know they were a tree. Like, what? I applied pressure to Aquarius and turns out they were a diamond? How did I help them be better than me? Can you imagine? This is what they feel like, a child with their tail between their legs. They don't even feel like they're worthy of telling you, I'm sorry for what I did to you. They feel like you don't have to accept it. That's how much they know what they did. They know that you should. What is an apology going to do for the level of betrayal? It would actually kind of be all right. It would show that you have a piece of a soul, a piece of remorse for what you did, but they're still like an embarrassed child, afraid to fess up, like they're going to get punished. They may feel punished because you triumph over this situation incredibly. Eight of Swords reversed. You are free. You are free. You were at one point stuck, tortured by your own thoughts, trapped, couldn't see a way ahead, feeling like people had little to no emotion for you, and they were standing on what emotions you had until you cut yourself free. You cut yourself free. You are not stuck. You are not this. They thought you were this, but you're really this, a free person, a free boss. You have two cards. The card that I thought accidentally came out is the Ace of Wands reversed, and this is my no card, my absolutely not, my fuck you card. This came out because it's like the answer is no. I am not stuck. I did not crumble under pressure. I am not the weak person that you thought you could step on. Whatever you thought I was, it's a no. I'm not that. This could even come in the forms of delays for this person. Everything gets recycled back to where it came from. But the 10th card that I really feel is your final card is this 10 of Cups. And you won't even believe what was behind that. You can't make it the fuck up. If y'all are familiar with tarot, I'm just gonna let that sink in. Hi, V. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Kieran, I'm going to go live and answer all of y'all's tarot questions once I hit 1K subscribers. I'm getting really close, and I want to thank all of you. And I'll let you guys know in advance when I do that so everybody has a chance to answer their question. Oh, the moon water, you said, Waffles Revenge. So it's a full moon in Pisces right now. So when the sun sets and you can totally see the moon, you can leave a bottle of water, whatever size or whatever container. You can write on it if you want. Just write, different words that make you feel happy, that'll actually like activate the water, and leave it outside overnight. And you can just sip on it throughout the week or the day or however, depending on the size of the vessel. 10 of Cups is what came out. The 10 of Cups is the ultimate happiness. So anybody that was estranged from a child or there was an issue with a child, you get reunited with that child. My heart just sank in a good way. I just felt so much peace. And that could be what you're experiencing because you did not waver through this, probably one of the most painful experiences you've ever been through, Aquarius. I'm sorry that you were done this way, but I am not sorry at what the fuck you did because of it. This is the ultimate justice. This is the ultimate form of justice for me, is just somebody leaves you for unalived and you just power and soar and become your absolute greatest version, and you get the 10 of Cups. It's it's so much happiness, so much joy, so much pleasure. People around you really do love you, that would never ever betray you. You get reconnected with a child if that was a factor in the equation, or maybe you adopt a couple or have a couple or whatever. And then you get the 10 of Pentacles, and this is what I was saying about the caviar and the tailored clothes and the private fucking flights to whatever country you want to go to. And be able to help your family, help your community, maybe full-time, do whatever business you've been wanting to start. You get to fully immerse yourself in that. You don't have to work for anybody. You really mastered this. You are a master alchemist, Aquarius. You should be so proud of yourself. You really should. You are teaching the class here of what you fucking do. You detach and you remember the God within you. And this is what you get for doing that. This is what the hell you came to Earth for. Not to suffer, not to be a victim. Somebody else may be experiencing an extreme amount of poverty. and they can't even ask you for help because how could you do that? How could you do that? And that might give you a little bit of glory being able to help this. I almost said bum. But I said bum. But like they can't even ask. Like they see you out here killing it in the world, like doing amazing for yourself. You may even be in a new relationship with somebody that's actually a divine match for you, like a power couple. Like you guys make millions or more, like monthly type of situation going on here. But it's not just about the money, it's about the freedom, and it's about being in a position to help others, because Aquarius is the humanitarian. So you've attracted another person on your same vibrational wavelength. So like, no, I'm not stuck in a tree. Like I have someone that I deserve in my life, and we fly private with my son or daughter or children that you tried to crush me through. This is one hell of a powerful reading, Aquarius. Like you really need to be studied, because this is what you do, man. If chess, not checkers, was a person, y'all's readings have been like this. So y'all are in this. I feel like it's Pluto, like doing its last little scoops in Capricorn, getting ready to hang out in your sign for 20 years. This is what that energy is. It destroys. You were destroyed at some point just to be built back up for all this abundance, prosperity, happiness, joy, wealth, family, friends, trips, luxury, helping, protected, secure. Damn. Wish I wouldn't have done what I did to that person. Oh, somebody asked a question. Oh, is the moon water? Amir said no. Oh, okay. Well, that's okay, Amir. Thank you. The crownless skin shall be king. I know I messed that up, but thank you for being here. Thank you for the heart. To another company that they recommended to me. So, Angel, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to answer questions when I reach 1K subscribers, and I'll let you all know in advance. V, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. But I do appreciate your presence and energy. Aquarius, I think, okay, let me pull a few cosmic insights, but I think I'm going to leave this here because it just can't get more powerful than that. This is the ultimate story of karma and justice. And a soul so powerful that they go from their lowest absolute point into their greatest fucking version. You ate this reading up, Aquarius. Patience, just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. And then you got Mercury retrograde, electronic issues, communication issues, review, everything. This could be what the other party is going through. Everything seems to be spinning backwards. Things seem to be out of whack, because I could have swore I left you in a dark hole. How are you out and 10 feet taller? How are you this? Like, that's what I feel like somebody else is experiencing. Like everything is out of whack, because it's just astounding at what you did, Aquarius, with your life when they thought that they could take that away from you. In patience, you've been patient all along. Some of you have been patient for years. You've been working on yourself for years. So you'll see more great things in the next few months. But according to this reading, you've been seeing great things for a while. Yeah, but things may like accelerate to an incredible, astounding level in the next few months. Okay. Perfect timing just before your birthdays. I'm sure I'll see some of you guys on a nice little jet. I'd love to see some pictures or some comments about y'all's adventures. Thank you all so very much. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. And for subscribing. If you're thinking about it, I would love to have you. I wish you all so much love, so much light, Aquarius. I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you. Infinite abundance to you. And until next time, take care.